It's true that I was going down the wrong road before I left home for Canada last summer. But God used two young men, Quint and Siobhan, the sons of Miss and Bryce, to bring me back on the right path. Just as Jesus has turned this water into wine, He can change your life to that which it needs to be. You see, these two young men presented me with the opportunity to travel to Canada to sell books. But you see, it was not just selling books, but it was a ministry. Because we were presenting individuals with Christian books and we were telling them about God, we were praying for them. But my only concern is the money. That's true. You see, and I'm going to be honest. They told me the amount of money they made the year before. And I said to myself, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go there, right? And I'm going to push hard. I said, I'm going to take the opportunity to find myself in a wilderness experience and take this opportunity to fly like an eagle. You see, many of us may not know it, but eagles actually fly their best in rough weather. They take this opportunity to fly into places that they could not have reached if the weather was calm. And as you try to sell books to Canada, the weather is rough. You have individuals who curse you all face to face. There are signs on their doors that say, no soliciting. Solicitors turn around and walk away. But of course, I said I was going to go hard, right? And I looked at this as an opportunity to solicit. But Jesus quickly changed my mindset from making money to finding out exactly what it is that He has for me to do. So about a week or two into this experience of cultivating in Canada, I started to say, Lord, I feel like I have a bigger purpose in being here. I feel like you brought me here for something, but I just don't know what it is. And to make matters worse, I actually went to Canada on a one-way ticket, right? Because I didn't have enough money to buy a round trip. And the leader was saying to me, what are you doing here? You don't have a return ticket. They're not even supposed to allow you in the country. So I said to them, well, don't ask me no question. I know I'm here. I know God brought me here for a reason. I find out. So I found myself praying that night, and I meditated in prayer for the first time. Yeah, I grew up in the church, right? But I would hear my grandmother that was talking about meditating. I would hear in church that they were speaking about it, but I never tried to find out what it meant for myself. So there I was on my knees in the bathroom, trying to be quiet, trying to listen. I don't know what I'm listening for. I don't even know what I'm doing, but the thought of studying theology kept coming to my mind. And immediately I said, me? Study theology? Now? I can't be no pastor. Me? The only reason why I come here is to make this money to go back home and buy a car and go to COP and continue my scholarship. And that's me. But it kept coming to me, Lorenzo, study theology. And I said, okay, Lord, if you want me to study theology, then I'm going to need you to do two things. I'm going to need you to show me, and I'm going to need you to make a way. Show me and make a way. So the next day I went knocking doors. These same doors which people curse you out every day. These same doors which individuals slam into your face. And this one guy came over and just asked me straight up the top, do you believe in God? Now, I haven't told anybody yet for the day. And I'm saying, if I tell this guy to believe in God, he probably has something against God. And he may not buy a book. So what am I to say? This is the devil, playing tricks in my mind. And I then said, yes, sir, I believe in God. I said, who do you believe Jesus Christ is, young man? I said, I believe that Jesus Christ is the one who died for my sins. And this guy then invites me to his home and writes me 2 checks. And then he tells me that he asked me all of those questions because he is a pastor. And I'm saying, yeah, pastor all you want. Once you write me these checks. That's all that's really in my mind. I just want to sell these books. Mine came back with 2 checks. One check was for $100 for all the books I had in my hand. And in Canada, we call that a bakery. I had a bakery. I like bread and almost. I had a bakery. But the next check had my name on it, Lorenzo Rolle, for a personal donation of $250. But at the bottom of this check, this man wrote, study theology. And I said to myself, what a God. What a God. You mean to tell me that after I spend so much time partying and after I spend so much time with the wrong company that God is choosing me to study theology? For me to never even tell this gentleman that I want to be a pastor and what I pray about, and he said to me, study theology. For me to go to other doors that day and that week and have people write me $100 checks and say, study theology. For me this past summer to knock doors upon doors and in a space of 1 week, after speaking to people for less than 5 minutes, 2 minutes at a time, in 1 week, 5 different people placed $100 bills in my hand. And if this isn't God, then tell me what it is. If you believe in evolution, then tell me how I changed. Tell me how is it that I no longer do the things I used to do. All right. It is only by the grace of God that is so efficient that it kept me. I must tell you, parents, you cannot stop praying for your kids. You cannot stop. Because no matter how far you may think they are in now into the bad company, into the parties, into the drinking, into the bad habits, no matter how far they may be in, God can take them out. I have realized that it matters not how far you've been, what all you've been through, it only matters where you are going. Jesus died on the cross for our sins. He changed this water into wine, and why can't he now change you? If it is your desire to even say that Lord, I need you. Lord, I need you. I cannot do it on my own life. I want you to just raise your hand. And if it is your desire to say to God, I want you to use me. I don't know, Lord, how you want to use me. I don't know how you are going to use me, Lord, but I want you to use me. Then when you stand to your feet,